Hello everyone, it's the Alchemical Crafter here. I'm working in my journal today. I've done all that so far, and today we're going to work on this page. And I'm thinking she's walking through the forest and she comes across this tree. So, first thing I need to do is cut that out. I'll be right back. I left the edge, the white edge, for two reasons. Number one, I don't want to fussy cut that much stuff because I would probably ruin it by an accidental snip. And number two, the background is green, so this just helps it stand out. This is too big for the page. I could have it hanging off a little bit, but not a lot, so we're going to have to cut there we go. So pretty. I could have just made this go on to the next page, but nope, I'm gonna hit the background. Let's do it right behind it, because it's going to get hidden. And I thought maybe there's a little forest creature of the forest that basically lives around this tree. That's why you've got all these crystals and stuff hanging from it. I got this off of Etsy a long time ago. If I can find out who it is, I will link it below. Otherwise, go look for fairies on Etsy. If they're still there. I know things have changed. But I don't think the picture's gonna work, so I'm gonna try to fussy cut her out. So this will be interesting. So here's the keeper of the garden. I really want something for the foreground. I keep forgetting to use this, my snippet roll. I put this, push the tree up. That actually would give us a pocket too if we chose to make one. Matter of fact, she could be the card. There we go. Actually, instead of fussing it, maybe I just make it a little bit more flowy. This I'm going to glue down with the stronger guy. So one thing about my snippet rolls, they are wobbly. I tried to press them down with books, but I don't have enough heavy books. I guess I could just do a mountain of books on top of it. She's cute, but she's not standing out enough on this page, this little card. And I really do like her on this little card so that I can see a lot of the tree behind her. So I'm gonna try, there they are, one of these things. That I did these on a whim, and I can't believe how much I've been using them already. I've already used this one recently. I think it's probably my favorite of the ones I did. Oh yeah, I was talking about using thread. See, she just stands out so nice. Let's see what this other one looks like. And then maybe some of that thread. Do I just want it behind her head? It's like an additional part to her crown. I think maybe that's what I want. Yeah, I like that. Oh, see, it moved anyway. And I think instead of that, I'm gonna use this little guy. He's such a cute little guy. I gotta remember that this is a writing space, and anything I do will make writing hard to read. So one of my favorite tricks, trying to look really good on little dragonflies, is just plain water. The art glitter glue just doesn't hold it very well. That's probably way too much. I just get carried away sometimes. But the excess I do in the middle, I can add to the outside. I like this one because you can see what's going on behind it, but it still just kind of adds an extra element. So I really like that crown of the crown. I almost said crown of thorns, not a crown of thorns. Just, well, it could be. She's a woodland creature. Just not the typical one that we think of. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Kind of want to do stuff to her like this, but I don't really know how I can do that and succeed. Maybe just to her wings. Maybe down here. Okay, this. Well, I'm gonna try art glitter glue on this. It's still attaching it to that, so we don't know. What do we want for the topper? I feel like I made her too high. I want her to be grounded. This pen is almost dead. I mean, technically, I killed it. There's still a lot of ink left in it. Try this. I think that's where I want that. We'll see here in a second. And we need a topper. Oh, look. From that little journal I made. These have come in so handy. I made too many, and they're just available. But I don't like covering up her crown. Maybe I'll do that. And then it's just covering up the back. Let's do that. There were different colored patterns, and some of them were cuter than the others, actually. I like that up top. I can't tell you how beneficial it is to take the part of your project that you don't enjoy, like me for its fussy cutting, taking it with you someplace that you know you're going to be sitting there not doing anything. For instance, when I went to go see my dad, and he just basically sits there and watches TV, and I let him watch whatever he wants to watch. And I was sitting on the side just fussy cutting all my little pages out, and it saved so much time. As I say this, as I'm fussy cutting still. This is my favorite way to add backing to cardstock. Instead of measuring it beforehand, I just glue it on and I cut appropriately. It just seems a whole lot easier. We did that, so we're going to do this down on this side. Now remember, I don't have a lot of space on the sides. You know what? I never use this one. Mostly because it's temperamental. Maybe I'll do a combination of the two. With a very subtle, let's just do the green. Since it's here. I'm thinking, oh, look what I did. Okay, let's see if I can get that off. Hate it when I do that. I've done that more than once, more than on one occasion. There we go. I think I saved that one in time. I'm going to do the polka dots with the brown. I can do these on the whole page, because it's easy to line up. Very simple. Perfect. But I just need a hook. Okay. It's not butterflies, but it's green. And it's mushrooms, so it wins on multiple. So here's what we're going to do. I've never done washi tape before, so this could be a total failure. my dog is barking at something outside. I should probably see, that's bending way too easy. I feel like maybe I need to wrap it a few times. We will glue just the end. That's better. And I think this is gorgeous. It's going to cover up this, which I love this, but I have a whole other side right there that I can show off. And that's just so beautiful. So the Alchemist is just walking through this forest that she walks through all along. And she comes across this special tree being guarded by a fairy, a little tiny fairy. And could she live in this little baby home? I think that's really cute. That this was the house for the fairy, but maybe it's not. Maybe the fairy told you to go talk to the woodland mouse that lives in the house. Like the rhyme. So I'm gonna make this mouse a card. I'm just gonna have this a side pocket. Make the mouse a card. And get something else for the back. Here we go. This is grungy enough. That was a failed print. This is a failed gel print, but I liked the grunge, so I think it's going to be perfect for this. Because maybe the mouse needs help. I told the fairy, the next time the alchemist comes by, tell her to come see me. Maybe? I mean, she's well known in the forest. Maybe the mouse needs something. Yeah. I think I like this side. Now, I can do things. Ta-da. I really like these little wooden things that I've been finding. I've been finding them mostly at Dollar Tree, but I think they're everywhere for string. Okay, let's sync this stuff up. Everybody goes to the Alchemist for help. I don't know. Y'all may not like me making these stories up, but I think they're cute. It makes creating the pages more fun, I think. But if you don't like them, please let me know. I can stop with the verbal commentary. I think I'm gonna cut the pink out of the top, or at least make it not so rigid. I love the cardstock on this. It's very strong. This one too. I like it. I wish they were all this way. Gives depth. And my butterfly. How about we give the butterfly some color? What's the color on this page? How about we got orange here and we got orange here. Let's make him make a little orange butterfly. No, I don't know that I need that. Well, let's do it anyway. That's the rusty hinge. Very tips. Let's get you out of there. Oh wait, not yet, not yet. That was almost a major failure. Almost sad face. Here we go. And you told you there'd be a lot of mushrooms in this journal. Should have done the back of this first, but oh well. And this looks very... I think it'll be fine to write on. I just need to make it that look like I meant to do that. So how do we do that? Where is that stencil? Look, this is perfect. This will make it all of that look intentional. Vintage photo. I hear my husband moving around. It's getting close to time to have to go. So I need to finish this card and I'm going to call it. And then I'll be back later to finish this with you guys. We don't go out much, so it's kind of like a event. We are very much hermits. We are very much hermits. Okay. And I like all of that, but the white is bothering me, so. Oops. I've learned a very simple way of getting rid of the white. Is to find one of your lighter things. Where's that blue piece of paper I just had? Oh, there it is. And just go over the whole thing. to vintage photo. Especially like this green, when the oxidization happens on it, it kind of goes to a sea foamy look. Let's see what that looks like to you guys. Very grungy. The vintage photo is darker than I want it to be because my writing's going to see through that, so I'm going to specifically spray those areas one more time. I think they're darker than I intended because I accidentally used the wrong stamp on my ink pad earlier. Okay, so that's done. Let's get the butterfly on here. Kind of liked having that tail. And for the butterfly, I'm gonna go to this. Just seems logical. Yeah, I didn't think it would go through. So we're going to do that again with this stuff. Ah. And here's probably one of my most expensive purchases I've made in this hobby that I bought immediately because people said you can't live without it. I don't know if I could totally agree with that. I find other ways to use things. But again, I may not do the things that they do. But anyway, it's a really cool tool. It's a really cool tool, but it's not cheap. So I wouldn't make it one of your first purchases. Wait until you know you want to spend money on the hobby and then go and buy it. Let's see. And I don't even use it enough to really understand how it works. So with the bigger hole, oops, probably should have gone the other way. And I've only ever done one of these successful, so don't go by me on how to use this. I'm just making it up as I go. I will say it's highly useful. It really is. I think the thing I can't live without is the paper cutter. This. Specifically one that has the lines where you can crease pages. Yeah, and the measuring. That's what I would say would be one of your first purchases. It's been the most useful to me. This paper's still kind of wet. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I made all of these, and they're all actually a little too thick for me. But I like them all, and a little too long, but I can fix that easily enough. But these were scraps I had left over from the making of the journal. I like this one. Actually, I can use this one because think I can rip this one in half. There we go. And I think I can keep the length on this one. Ta-da! This butterfly stands out like way more than I want it to. So I'm thinking, and it's just one color, so I think it needs some other colors. So I see this color here, even though it's not part of this page, I see it here, and it's kind of right here. The concern is that it's going to clash with the green here, but maybe not if we just do the tips. I don't use these markers enough, but I do love them. They were very cheap. So no, not high end. But they get the job done for what I use them for. Get a little more on the tips up here. I feel like let's see. There. I was like, something's feeling wrong there. Let's create a little bit of his body. It's kind of a cream. I just don't use my washi tape enough. I've kind of been trying to make it a point to use them. Problem with washi tape is it doesn't stay, so you have to help it. That should be plenty. Easier if I could see the edge. So let's turn the book a little bit. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, you can go back away now. A week. There. Just a little something in the background. In theory, we shall see. I don't know. We can maybe use this one. Feels like 2 is not enough. Maybe put that one in the middle. I like that. That works for me. Oh, I found this butterfly when I was looking for other butterflies, and I don't know why, but I think he goes with this page amazingly well. Kind of vanishes into the background on this one, but not on this one. I think she may go right there. The mouse goes here. That butterfly's going there, so you'd have to go over this way. I think it's just 3 butterflies. Let's glue this down first. Almost done. We're almost there. I see the end. These have been taking much less time than my normal things have been going, because I've had things, I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the page. This one has taken longer because I had too many things I wanted to do this page. I had a lot still sitting over there that I'm like, nope, not today. Where's that butterfly? The butterfly could just go there. Or is he too similar? I think he is. I think he's served best over here. And we're going to do that. No string. I think I've gotten enough string on this page. I think I've got 2 of them already. I don't need any more. And that butterfly's just so cute. Over there. I don't know, is this too long? I know one thing is they're facing the wrong way. Let's fix that. Oh no, but that long, it kind of sticks out the top of the journal, which sometimes is cute. By doing this, I can also make this a little bit bigger so I have more writing space. Wish I had a mushroom stencil, and I don't. You know, I'm noticing here on this beehive that there's some that are really fuzzy, and I think I'm going to use that on one of these. Perhaps this one. Maybe that one right there. Did I do with that? I like how it goes to the bluey color. There. They're all a little different. You just down here. I think edges on this side. Oh, you're kind of the longest one now. does that look on this side? Here is today's. So, the Alchemist came across this fairy who's the guardian of this tree. This sacred tree, I guess. Which most people wouldn't even notice because this fairy is so small. So, which means the tree is just as small. Then we've got this little card that we made. And these 3 cards. It's very simple. And the very center to talk to little lady mouse who says something's wrong with her garden. Something's got into it and she wants help. And this little house she lives in the middle of the woods. So, there you go. That's today's spread. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.